Hello everybody and welcome to the video. Today we're here on Epic 7 and it's been a while. It's been 2 months since we've last played this game, and reason being is just sometimes you lose interest for a while in games. It's like you just get bored and you just... I'm not going to say I didn't have fun. I was having a good amount of fun. It's just I didn't want to. I know there were other games I wanted to play. I think there's Star Rail at the time. I was focusing a little bit more on Summoner's War. But point being, just stopped playing randomly, and after a while, I think I even uninstalled the game. But last night, I felt the undying urge to play this game. I don't know. I think this is one of those games that is just the animations on here are pretty crazy. So I reinstalled it, got back on the game, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I had no idea what I was doing when I got on here, and it's just there are a couple things that just threw me off. Right, first things first. The hero screen. This threw me for a loop. The blue, the galaxy in the background, that threw me off. That threw me way off. Obviously there's new heroes, and usually when you get back on, it's you're gonna be okay, we're gonna continue from where we left off. I don't know what I was doing. So let's go through the hero box, because there is one thing I want to talk about, and that is the acquisition. We're gonna flip that on its head real quick. So I don't remember pulling for these final 3-ish units, and one is Yuna a 5-star? I didn't know Yuna was a 5-star. I can't remember anything, but I know that I didn't pull for this guy. You want to know how I know? You want to know what crazy proof I have that I didn't pull for Ken? Because I started playing because Ken looked so freaking dope that's why I started playing. So if I would have pulled Ken, I would have threw equipment on. I would have stole equipment from one unit and threw it onto another one if I pulled Ken. So the fact that Ken is unequipped means that I didn't pull for him, because he would have been equipped. I would have been using him everywhere. I would have been blasting people with Ken. I don't remember pulling for him. Light Dark, Sage, Ball, and Sazan. Bao. I don't know how you pronounce his name. Crimson Armin. Again, I don't remember it. Apparently Armin has a spending habit. He likes to buy stuff. And anyways, so yeah, I this threw me off. This threw me for a loop. And obviously, I can't do this video without trying to show off a little bit. So we're gonna go through all my 5 stars and 4 stars and just anyone who's upgraded. Actually, we'll keep going. So Operator Cigarette, I was going to mess with her, but I just don't think I ever did. I need to. I want to build everybody, but I also want to make sure I have my teams done so I can actually get good equipment. Because one thing you'll realize when playing gacha games like this is that it's probably best to build your teams first, so then when you finally go to build your units, they have good equipment. So I have Furious, Adventure Ras. I know. God dang it, he's not even awakened all the way. I have Chokes on Ram. Designer Lilibit. Was I messing with her? God, I want to build a little bit so bad. I want to build everybody so bad. I keep talking about wanting to build people. Of course I want to build people. So, Senya, I know I was messing with Senya when I last left. Oh God. I don't know what I was thinking when I built her. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at her skills real quick, and then look at her equipment to see if maybe I still have the same mindset. Maybe I could explain off her equipment. So, when she awakens, by the way, adopts a counterattacking stance. Okay, just have to make sure. Skill 1 provokes for 1 turn. If it's not the caster's turn, effect chance increases by 25%. Wow. Attack increases by 30%, and critical hit resistance increases by 35%. Of course, that'll go up tons when fully skilled up. When when attacking, you cannot trigger a critical hit. When attacked, if the caster suffers a non-critical hit, Deals damage to the attacker proportional to the caster's attack before activating Grace of the Battlefield. Grace of the Battlefield can only be activated every 2 turns, grants a barrier to all allies, and increases the speed of the caster. Barrier is proportionate to caster's attack. Decrease hit chance, and then provoke everybody. So, of course, I see this as like, you can't crit, so you're going to want speed, attack, defense, or HP, and effectiveness, right? Attack, speed, effectiveness, effect resistance. Attack, speed, defense. Speed, health, defense, effectiveness. Speed. This one has health, attack, defense, attack. This one's not even upgraded, but attack and defense. Attack, speed, or attack, effectiveness, speed, defense. That's like what I would... Yeah, okay. I could see it. And then increase the caster's combat readiness by 6% for an ally. Except for the caster. Except for the caster is attacked by a single attack. Wait, hold up. What? Increases the caster's combat readiness by 6% after an ally, except for the caster, is attacked by a single attack. Okay. My brain just, like, disappeared. But, Hua Young. Damn! Anyways. Conquer Lilius. Okay. Anyways. God, Ken. Celestial Mercedes. We're not gonna... Dude, I'm gonna keep looking at units later. So, what we're gonna do, final thing, before we just, I don't know, is looking through all the equipment. Again, I don't know if I said this early on. I'm just gonna wipe everybody. I'm gonna wipe every one of their equipment. Except for, like, maybe my Wyvern team. But everyone else is getting the wipe. Reason being is I don't know what I was doing with them. Some of these units might be holding, not runes, equipment that could be used on somebody else. That's my phone. Holy crap, I feel stupid right now. But, they might be holding runes or equipments for units that I might actually be able to use. And then I only have them built for funsies. So, yeah. But, like him, Kane. I'm surprised I remembered his name. I don't even know what I was doing with him. Hold up. We gotta... God dang it. We got to, look at the ratings. 3.5. Imagine wasting such a good design on Rift. Anyone have a build? Okay, is his skill 3 bugged, or is it just me? So, people built some crit damage, tons of attack, and some effectiveness, right? On a lifesteal? Rage. That's rage. That looks like a lifesteal for some reason. Crit. Rage crit. And then his equipment. Of course, I'm not at that point where I'm farming that dungeon, so speed crit. Okay. Attack. Critical hit damage. Okay, so I did a pretty decent job. I think I did a pretty decent job. His effectiveness isn't there, but okay. Ilniav. Oh, God. Whatever. I'm gonna get lost. I need to pay attention. I need to pay attention. Sigret. Obviously, she's on the Grace of Growth or whatever it is. Conqueror Lilius. I'm gonna take her runes off. I know she's the first one I'm taking runes off of. Mascot Hazel. Blah blah blah. Destina. Gosh. Dispels 1 debuff from an ally with the lowest HP when using Key to Oath. Is that the best one? Yeah, I believe it is. I think it is. I might be wrong. Okay, so the bottom are 3 win units. Okay. Never mind. I remember, dude, it hit like a truck. I was working on Banshee. Gosh. Oh, God. I was working on Banshee. Do I even dare? Speed, attack, health? That's Senya! Oh, my God. My dumbass. I was clicking on the wrong equipment. Speed, attack, critical hit damage. Oh, okay, so I didn't aim for crit. critical hit chance. Why? Let's look at my Banshee team. Banshee. Okay. For what reason? Oh, you know what? Furious. Furious increases critical hit chance. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to just dawdle too much. For Arena, let's take a look at Arena real quick. I'm up bronze. I didn't play for so long, I just dropped to the absolute bottom. This is my Arena defense team for whatever reason. Yeah, I'm taking the runes off of everybody. Everyone's getting that treatment. Except for maybe Wyvern. Do I even have a thing where I can unequip for free? I don't. Unless it's in the mailbox. Ooh. Okay. Hell yeah. Okay. Anyways. Okay, so... Gosh. Am I going to make another video? If I make another video, it's going to be on my Wyvern... Or not Wyvern team, but Banshee team. I'm probably going to aim for Banshee. I know there's some units that I have that are like for Golem. Like if I go to the Golem team, I might just take the Golem team's equipment off. Do I? What am I getting out of this? Protection. I'm taking, yeah. I'll redo my Golem team later, but I'm gonna do Banshee first because that's getting me resist, destruction, lifesteal, counter, and then Wyvern is getting me these. I'm not even going to think about the other hunts. So, I think the reason I did this video was because I might do some more content in the future. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. This might be a temporary funding that I'm doing of just getting back into the game, but who knows? I might stop playing literally a week from now, and I don't want to promise y'all nothing, but I think at the very least, I'm going to start working towards Banshee, and if I do, I'll show you guys that team when I get to it. Of course, I guess you guys saw a bit of the team. You guys saw all of it. So, when that time comes, we will, of course, do a video on it. I know, it's been a while since I've played it. I know there are a lot of... you guys, out of all the games that I go on, you guys are like the friendliest. So, of course, I was thinking about... That's what I was also thinking about. Like, I was on my way home. I was like, you know what? I know the Epic 7 community is very polite. They're very kind compared to other communities. So, why not? Let me take a look at the game, see how all the people doing. And, of course, when I logged on, it was late. So, there was really no one that I knew, really. There was a couple, but not everyone. So, I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next one when we do Banshee, maybe. Who knows? We'll see you then. Peace. Bye.